David Sokol, MidAmerican Energy Holdings Co. I'm the chairman.
BYD Auto, chairman.
How this came about that Warren Buffett decided to invest in BYD?
Well, actually, one of our board members, Charlie Munger, had followed BYD for a couple of years and mentioned to me last June that he thought it was something we should look into. And so I began looking in and went over and visited, and Chuanfu very nicely gave me about a 5-day tour through China to their facilities, and spent a fair bit of time talking about technology, and that ended with us making a proposal to make an investment.
I've talked to many people about lithium-ion batteries, and including the professors at the universities in China, and they all say that BYD is one of the leading battery makers in China. How do you see this expanding into America?
Use our strengths on the battery technology, then we first we can support the electric vehicle and to U.S. market. Currently, still the battery technology is the core technology and also the bottom line technology for the EV. So once the technology can be mature and ready for mass production, then EVs will be ready for mass production. Finally, we also want to use our battery technology into the storage battery pack, and for the storage energy battery pack for the electricity. Yeah.
Can I just make sure I understand that you are going to create batteries that will help regulate the voltage system on the electric grid?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, basically, if you think about wind power and solar and that, the wind only blows about 30 to 35% of the time, and solar at most is about 34% of the daytime. So one of the limitations on a grid is the ability to use that power necessarily when the wind blows. They've been able to expand their battery technology to build storage blocks that basically store the wind while it's blowing and then use it during peak hours and things of that nature. If their storage technology develops as it appears, it is a huge market for that type of technology.
For the world.
For the world,
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly.
Would that battery be also in the car, so the car itself would be a regulator?
So it's like an iron phosphate, but it's a different, slightly different formulation technology there.
It's ferrous.
Yeah,
Ferrous. There'll be larger batteries
Than what's in the car.
That's right, but
Okay.
but there is ultimately the potential of automobiles once there's enough electric vehicles around to utilize the battery storage in those vehicles when they're parked in a parking garage and plugged into a smart grid system. That's actually a fairly simple thing to do once those batteries are actually out there.
How long before the storage voltage regulators are working and out in the real world?
Actually, kind of we already have the technology. Now we need working with our partner MidAmerican to make this technology really into to support grid.
They'll have one operating in China this summer, and we're looking at two potential test sites to do. They're looking at a 4 megawatt, which is significant in size in China. And then we're looking for two here in the U.S. that we would do on our system.
I think most people thought that Berkshire, Warren Buffett, was buying into BYD for BYD Auto. Did he look at that, or was he looking at the storage capacity?
Our biggest interest really is more broad than the electric vehicles that caught our eye because of the issues regarding CO2. But there are two huge assets inside of BYD. One is Chuanfu Wang, who has a tremendous vision capability. I mean, when you think about, he was developing an all-electric vehicle in China for the markets starting 6 years ago, and has progressed enormously rapidly. But also, he's put together about 11,000 scientists and technologists in a research center, where he has charged them with finding solutions to futuristic problems like storage on grid systems, electric vehicles, and solar power. And it's those two things, his management expertise and then the research and development capacity that they've developed is really quite remarkable.
I know that the university, there's a university in China that has about 6,000 or 7,000 engineers that are working on lithium-ion batteries. Is that not? Is that part of the 11,000 that he is working with?
It's like all the 11,000 people we all meet in a house in BYD. This one I want to correct the number is for the battery R&D study we didn't have 11,000 people.
是所有的，包括汽车、IT 零部
It's
件、
like
battery。
that's including all the R&D engineer from the auto, from the battery auto, and also IT component.
电子零件大概有这个差不多1000人，
1,000 R&D engineer for battery.
这已经是全球很大的。
This number
General
already,
Motors has 200.
yeah, this number already the number one in the world for
Yeah.
battery R&D.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And that's really what prompted our significant interest is that they're taking technological leaps at a pace that we didn't see anywhere else.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. 谢谢。
跟